I want to go harp on my story the last few months, but I was at a place in my life where I wanted to give up. And I'm going to be totally transparent with you. I wanted to give up in my life, right? Everything was going wrong in my life. I lost a lot of things in my life and I wanted to give up, right? I was questioning God, all those things, all the things that we all go through. So if you're in that position right now, this is a message that you need to hear. Okay. But again, I had to understand what I was truly fighting for and living for. Okay, because I'm going to tell you this, life has a tricky way to make you forget what and who you are truly living for. And I'm going to be honest and real. I can talk about myself. When I was in my depression, I was living my life on repeat. I was doing the same things that were diving me deeper in my depression. I was doing the same things over and over and over and over again, expecting change, praying for change, hoping for a miracle. But I was doing the same things that were keeping me stagnant. I was doing the same things that were worsening my mental health. I was doing the same things that were not giving gratitude, that not helping me see the goodness and having gratitude in my life. A lot of us on this live at some point are right now, because we're human beings, and this is no shot at you. Right? You're a human being. We all gonna go through our storms. But a lot of us, what we do is we live our life on repeat. We spend time, right, living our life on repeat. We spend time in the same mess. We spend time in the same situation. We spend time in the same stress. And we spend our life like that. Right? We want change. We want to do better. We want all these things. But we're continuing to spend time on things that move us further away from it. And I got to tell you this truth, because maybe other people won't tell you, but I love you too much and I care about you too much to help you, to continue to help you keep living a lie, to help you to not be real with you. I love you too much. I care about you too much. So I got to be honest and real with you. If you keep living your life on repeat, right? Keep spending time in things that bring chaos to your soul. Keep spending time around people that don't appreciate you. Keep spending time being entertained by other people's lives, by trying to control things you can't control. That is the perfect recipe, my friend. All 4,000 of you, listen to me. That is the perfect recipe. The perfect recipe for stress, the perfect recipe for depression, the perfect recipe for suicide, the perfect recipe for low self-esteem. It is the perfect recipe. You have to be real and honest with yourself. And you got to tell yourself, if I keep living my life on repeat, if I keep living this life on repeat with negative habits, negative people, negative mindset, staying in pain, if I keep living this life, then I'm going to keep getting those same results. And time is just going to continue to move forward. So I got a question for you. And I want you to comment in the comment box below. I got a question for you. How are you spending your time? Like, be real and be honest. How are you spending your time? Are you spending your time with those that you love, with people that you love, doing the things that you love, creating the things that you love? Are you spending your time doing things that add more stress to your life? Doing things that add more pain to your life? Doing things that make you look in the mirror and you don't like yourself? Because the truth is, and most people don't want to hear this, but it's the truth, ain't nothing gonna change until you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Ain't nothing gonna change until you say, you know what? I'm not repeating this another day in my life. I'm not gonna be the same person I was yesterday. I'm not gonna keep accepting the same mess that I kept accepting. I'm not gonna keep believing apologies that people keep saying, all these things, but it ain't no action. I'm going to take ownership over my freaking life, and I'm going to stop living like that. Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of us, we living like we got time, man. You don't have time. Stop living like that. You don't have time. You can't stop time. The sun is going to keep rising. It's going to keep rising. The moon's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep rising over and over and over again. And your days are going to look the same over and over and over again. I want you right now, because this changed my life. When I was in my darkest times, this changed my life. And I want you to do this with me right now in this moment. Okay, do it right now. Don't just listen to me. I need you to do it. I want you to visualize yourself right now. I want you to visualize yourself a year from now, living your life on that same repeat, right? The repeat of keeping yourself in a toxic situation. The repeat of minding other people's business when you should be minding your own. The repeat of trying to control things that are out of your control. The repeat of settling for less. The repeat of putting toxic things in your life. The repeat of feeling guilty for putting yourself first. I want you to picture a year from now. I want you to take 10 seconds. And I want you to picture a year from now how your life is going to be if you keep living your life on repeat and you don't release the things in your life that need to be released. Take 10 seconds. Take it. And I want you to feel it in your soul. I want you to feel it in your soul because the truth is, man, you deserve better. But also the truth is you deserve exactly what you settle for. And people, things, this life, whatever term you want to use, is going to keep giving you that same stuff if you keep accepting it. You got to get to a point where you say no more. You got to get to a damn point in your life, man. I'm trying not to yell because I got neighbors out here. You got to get to a point in your life. Like I told myself, I said, Trent, no more. Not another day. Not another day where you sit here and you mop around in soap. Listen, hard times is real. You can deal with your hard times, but not another day you're going to sit here and do nothing with your life. Not another day you're going to sit here and just wish and pray and do nothing, right? Continue to pray, but you're going to act upon your prayers. That's true faith. Not another day. Not another day you're going to keep, not doing the things that you need to be doing. Not another day. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired for real. And the truth of the matter is some of us on this live, y'all about to get off right now. I don't care because I'm telling you the truth that you need to hear. You might not like me, but I promise you, this will help your life. Some of y'all ain't sick and tired of being sick and tired. You think that you are. But when you truly get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you say, not another day. Not another freaking day. Not another day am I going to keep living this life on repeat. Not another day am I going to be a victim of my temptations. Not another day am I going to be a victim of my limitations. Not another day am I going to be a victim of somebody else's insecurities. Not another day am I going to be somebody's punching bag. Not another day am I going to be a prisoner to my past. Not another day am I going to be a slave to my health. Not another day. And when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired for real, you live by that mantra and you say, not another day. It changes right now. It changes right now. And I talked about this a few weeks ago. What happens when you're inactive? Inaction is a sickness. It's a silent sickness that nobody talks about. I know when I was depressed a few months ago, I know when I was like, that's the best way I can put it. I was, anybody feel like, type, if you ever feel like, right? That's the best way I can put it. It was because I was inactive. I sat around waiting on something to happen for my life, waiting on somebody to save me, waiting on somebody to give me something, waiting on. And I sat there and I was inactive. Inactive is a sickness. And that sickness will lead to suffering in your life. Some of us on this live right now, we're not happy because we stopped being active in the things that made us happy. This is a very unpopular to say, but I'm going to tell you right now, get back to having fun in your life. Get back to go spending time with your kids. Get back to running through the sprinklers outside. Get back to go playing volleyball. Get back to going playing basketball. Get back. A lot of us, we dive ourselves into depression because we become inactive. And I want you to remember this quote. And I'm going to get back to my message. You don't become old because of your age. You become old because you stop spending time on the things that kept you feeling young. That kept you feeling young. What's something right now in your life that you stopped doing that you know you should be doing? That you stopped doing that that you used to love to do? I'm not talking about nothing negative. I'm talking about something positive in your life that you used to love to do, but you stopped doing it for whatever reason. And you start to feel like you feel. And when you become inactive in your life, you know what happens? That healed you. That greatest version of you, the you deserve to be, the you dream about, right? The you that you see in the mirror and you know is something deep down inside of you that's greater than what you're choosing to settle for, that's greater than any pain. Y'all ain't hearing me, man. If you hearing me, drop some hearts. If you hearing me, drop some hearts. Thank you for the stars, Lord. Let's reach that stars goal tonight, all right? I got something special. We had 10,000, I get 100,000. So even I got to go soar with my voice. We going to get there tonight. All 4,000 you, share this right now if you can. All right, let's get these numbers up in here because somebody out there that doesn't know this message exists needs to hear. They have no idea who I am, but you can be a hero. So I want you to share, text, message somebody, say, hey, you need to get in here right now and hear this message because we ain't even started yet. But I'm going to tell you this. The more you're inactive, right? And a lot of things persuade us to be inactive, right? In comparison, judgment on ourselves, fear, all those things. I'm too this, I'm too that, I will never be, I can't, I'm too whatever. And you become inactive. You become inactive. And you know what happens when you become inactive? That greater you, the best you, the progressive you, the happy you, the healed you, the joyful you, it moves further and further and further away. And that gap from who you are today, from who you want to be, just continues to widen. And most of us, what's happened in our life is that gap has gotten so wide, we just said, F it. And I'm just going to accept the life that I'm living. Right? I'm going to just live in this same old routine, this same old repeated life. I'm too old to start over. I'm too old. It's not starting over. Because when you start over, it means you start from scratch. No, you're starting from where you're at and using everything that was supposed to break you and allow those things to build you. But a lot of us, we just say, man, I can't change. I can't do this. I can't do that. And we stay there. And we allow that mindset to poison our life. We allow that mindset to poison our life. And the rest of our life, the rest of your life will look no different than what it is today. And I come here to tell you, this whole message today to tell you is, yeah, that's the truth. But the other truth is you can do something about it. You can do something about it. You can decide to release the things in your life and stop spending time in things that don't help your life. I made a podcast today that comes out tomorrow. And I said, man, I think I found the answer to life. And it was so simple. I realized when my days were great, I could go back on my day and realize that I spent time on the things that brought joy to my life. I spent time on the things that helped my life. And when my days were sucky, when my days were terrible, I realized that I spent time on things that made it that way. And some of us, we spending all that time on things that don't help us move there. And we wonder why we're not getting there. You got to be real with yourself. I see what y'all post in the comments. That's great. But you got to be real with yourself. And when are you going to get to a point when enough is enough? When you going to get to a point where you say, you know what? Man, I wasn't just created just to live average. I wasn't just created to live broken. I wasn't just created to just go through the motions. I wasn't just created to be a watcher. I wasn't created just to be a wisher. I was created to be something greater. And I know it's hard to believe when it's in your storm. How do I know? Because I was that same person. I was that same person. No matter what anybody said to me, all that I saw was my pain. All that I saw was, man, ain't nothing going to be better. All I saw was my limitations. And I got to a point where I really got sick and tired. I looked myself in the mirror and I was disgusted at myself. But I was also proud of myself. I was disgusted because I let myself get to that point. But I was proud of myself because I didn't give up. And I want to tell everybody on this live right now, I'm proud of you. You might be disgusted at yourself. But I want to tell you I'm proud of you because you didn't give up. I'm proud of you because you're here right now. You're here today. But I want you to take the next step and I want you to gain some action in your life. And I want you to be active. I want you to be active. And I want you to say right now, say in the comments right now, I want you to say, not another day. Not another day will I continue to be the person I wasn't created to be. Not another day will I believe the lies that they're trying to tell me. Not another day will I keep my life in something that I know is toxic for my life. Not another day. Because the truth is, some of us, and I've been guilty of this, we've been saying next year for the last 20 years. We've been saying tomorrow for the last year. We've been saying next week for the last 88 weeks. right? So the mindset that we're taking from tonight is not another freaking day. Not another day will I not spend time on becoming the best version of myself. If you want to feel happiness in your life, you know what you do? You spend time on things that make you happy. Say duh in the comments, because that's a common sense thing, right? Say duh in the comments. Say duh, Trent. If you want to feel peace in your life, you know what you do? You spend time on things that bring you peace. Me meditating in the morning, it brings me peace. Me hiking, it brings me peace. If you want to strengthen your life, you know what you do? You spend time on things that make you strong. We can no longer do the opposite and expect to get the reward that we want in our life. We can no longer do the opposite. Happy birthday. I think it's Ayana. It's your 50th birthday. And today's the day that you say, I say, we all say, not another freaking day. I would say another word, but I'm not. Y'all gonna crucify me if I say that. Not another freaking day. Not another day, man, will I allow my past to continue to dictate my future. Not another day will I allow my mistakes to be the barrier that keeps me from my greatness. Not another day will I allow my mistakes to chain me to who I used to be. Not another day. Because some of us, right, we're so controlled by our past. Y'all know my quote. Just because you have some bad chapters doesn't mean your story can't end well. But not another day that you live in your past. You can't do nothing about that. Some of us, we still harping on things that happened 10 years and 20 years ago. And I'm not saying ignore it because it's real, but use it. Don't let it use you. Not another day will you allow that to happen anymore. Enough is enough. And I'm standing with you with this. And I promise you, if you decide and live and adopt that mindset, not another day will I be lazy. Not another day will I not keep promises to myself. Not another day will I not be in my children's life. Not another day will I stop. Not another day will I stop giving my all to people who deserve it, right? Not another day. You got to start operating like that. I don't care the mistakes that you made. Don't let this world that everybody's consumed with everybody's business, who doing this, who doing what, everybody got an opinion. Don't fall into that trap. I want you to lock in on what you can control. So whatever it is for you, I want y'all to comment right now. Tell me in the comments right now what it's not going to be another day of. Like, I want to know. Okay? I want to know because we're all different on here. We're all on a different journey. But for me, it will never be another day of me not obsessing and immersing myself in my mission because of stress in my life. Y'all hear me? And I made up my mind with this months ago. And I know y'all saw the shift and I know y'all felt the change. Because I told myself that. Not another day. And so if you ain't here on the comments right now, and you telling yourself again the same story over and over and over again that don't serve your life, man, I'm telling you, man, your story is not going to change. And every chapter in your future is going to look like this chapter right now. That's a truth that you don't want to hear. That's why I titled, Don't Come in here if you don't want to hear the truth. Because I got to tell you that real. I got to be honest with you. Easy for you to say, Trent. Easy for you to say, well, yeah, y'all know what I've been through. Just like I might not know what you've been through. I see in the comments right now, we all got our mess. We all got our struggles. We all go through our situations. But if I can do it, you damn sure